taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those. Treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play on. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stun. Brady Moss, yeah my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got my freeze. Fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in the York, back like Saquon. Fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team out. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhyme, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. Stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. The haters get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Ooh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new. It take a week to count it. Back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Die from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I get back up. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Hey, Go, go. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds. There.
Devontae Freeman, the ball carrier, out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run. Devontae Freeman. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
5-9, 5-9.
Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Go.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
57. Hey, Haywood.
Wentz now on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 23-yard run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now, we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Back to throw, Rudolph. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And the result here, a pick. Pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. First carry for James Conner. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go. 30 base. Check. Watch 54. Double that screen. Pilot, 64. Weak.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, it's Franklin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught by OBJ. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Undercross. Recon, 132 fighter. Big grip.
They'll run on 1st down. Conner pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, it's Franklin, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
61, Matchbox Lights.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch out.
Hey, Delta.
On first down, Franklin. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 50.
Smooth. Hey.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Check Mike.
2nd and 3. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
60 outlaw.
54. I got one.
General West. Hey, Orville. Now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Topper! Get it!
They'll run here with counter, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Watch the shot. Right there.
Go.
Watch the pass.
54 is Mike. 54. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way, but you're right. He got it out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 16 yards, a first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Two down. Check nickel.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
On 1st down, Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Watch the run. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check my 50. Hey, 57.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. Watch the screen. Pass. Here we go.
Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Bud Dupree showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
I'm coming. Check. Flag down. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Franklin. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On play action, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, you! Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got you, boy. 54, there you go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike's 50. Sunday. Hey, Charlie. Hey, 50.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. They'll run on first down. Freeman. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Freeman again. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey, Wood.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 5. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Looking to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Oh, you get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
To throw, it's Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Wentz now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Wentz now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check 43. Sunday.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sean Davis with a pick. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Five. Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And able to get it across. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Check nine. No. Run.
On the move to his left. He gets him moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on third.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
36, 33, 218, chop it. 82. Smoke.
Play action. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.